What happens when America's sweetheart meets her match in an interview that completely spirals out of control? Grab your coffee, because what I'm about to tell you will make you question everything you thought you knew about live television. Before we jump into this shocking confrontation, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment, because this story twists more than a country song. Picture this. The Today with Jenna and Friends show is running its usual morning segment when Carrie Underwood steps onto the set, looking stunning in a cream-colored blazer, her signature blonde curls perfectly in place. The audience buzzes with excitement, phones raised to capture the moment. Jenna Bush Hager sits across from her, smiling brightly with that familiar warmth viewers adore. "Carrie, it's so wonderful to have you back," Jenna begins with cheerful energy. "Your fans are dying to hear about your new album and upcoming tour?" Carrie settles gracefully into her chair, legs crossed and flashing her radiant smile. "Oh, Jenna, thank you for having me. I always love being here with you and your amazing audience." The interview starts smoothly. Exactly what you'd expect from a seasoned performer. They talk about her new singles, her family, and tour dates. Everything seems perfect until Jenna leans forward slightly, and her expression changes just enough to make the air feel heavier. "You know, Carrie," Jenna says carefully, "I have to ask you about something circulating online. There are some concerns about your charitable foundation and how donations are used." Carrie's smile stays put, but her jaw tightens almost imperceptibly. "What concerns are you referring to exactly, Jenna?" Jenna glances at her phone, scrolling, a move that feels awkward and off-script. "Well, a recent report claims that less than 30% of your foundation's donations reach the intended causes, with much of it going to administrative costs and some pretty luxurious offices." The studio temperature seems to drop. Carrie's publicist, seated off-camera, waves frantically at the producers. This was clearly not part of the planned questions. "Jenna, I think there's some confusion," Carrie replies, her tone still sweet but sharper. "My foundation has always been transparent. We release detailed financial reports each year." But Jenna doesn't stop. "I have those reports here," she says. "It looks like your foundation spent more on office furniture than on direct charity work. How do you justify a $20,000 conference table when the goal is helping children?" The audience shifts uncomfortably. The excitement is gone, replaced by tense silence. Carrie takes a steady breath, her composure impeccable. "Jenna, I'm surprised you'd ambush me on live TV with claims my team hasn't even seen. This isn't journalism. It's an attack." "I'm just asking questions your fans deserve answers to," Jenna retorts, sounding defensive. "You've built your image on charity and goodness. Don't your supporters deserve the truth?" Carrie's southern accent thickens, a sure sign she's upset. "My supporters are kind, generous people. I resent the suggestion that I'd ever misuse their trust." Cameras capture every second as tension electrifies the studio. Jenna senses she's gone too far, but keeps pressing. "I'm only citing facts. Your foundation received over $2 million in donations, and only $600,000 went directly to charity." Carrie abruptly stands, her chair scraping the floor. "You know what, Jenna? I came here to talk about my music and share joy, not to be attacked with incomplete information." The room falls silent. Jenna looks stunned. "Carrie, please sit down. Let's talk this through." "No, Jenna," Carrie says, shaking her head. "We're done. If you have 15 minutes left, fill it however you want. I won't stay here while you twist my work into scandal." Her security team steps closer, while the producers hover nervously at the edge of the frame. "Carrie," Jenna pleads, "if there's a misunderstanding, this is your chance to explain." Carrie turns to the camera. "My fans know me. They know my heart. Everything I do comes from wanting to help others. I won't justify my work to someone chasing drama instead of truth." Then, glaring at Jenna, she adds, "Some people would rather destroy than build. And that says more about their character than mine." Jenna's face reddens. "Carrie, I'm just doing my job as a journalist." "Your job?" Carrie laughs coldly. "Your job is to inform, not ambush guests with gossip. When did the Today Show become TMZ?" Gasps ripple through the crowd. Jenna scrambles to regain control. "These are fair questions. The public has a right to know." "They have a right to accurate information," Carrie snaps, dropping her mic onto the table with a loud thud. "Not cherry-picked data meant to create a scandal." A producer rushes forward. Ladies, let's take a quick commercial break. No! Carrie cuts in sharply. I'm not sitting through a break while you figure out how to spin this. I'm leaving. Jenna stands too, her voice shaky. Carrie, please. Maybe there's been a misunderstanding. There has, Carrie replies, grabbing her purse. I thought I was on a show that respected its guests. Cameras keep rolling as chaos unfolds. Jenna's co-host, who's been silent until now, tries to help. Carrie, I think Jenna just meant that transparency matters for public figures. Carrie turns on her, voice icy. Transparency? You ambushed me with false claims you didn't even verify. Where's the transparency in that? The co-host shrinks back. Jenna speaks again. I've been doing this 15 years. I know how to research a story. 15 years? Carrie repeats. And you still don't know the difference between journalism and a witch hunt? Accusations need proof, not speculation. The audience is frozen, phones lowered. Carrie continues, voice strong. I've spent 20 years building my career with honesty and giving back. I've donated millions personally and visited countless hospitals and schools. The idea that I'd misuse funds is absurd. She takes a step closer, her words cutting. Every legitimate charity has administrative costs. It takes money to hire staff, process donations, and manage operations. That conference table? Donated? Those employees? People who left better paying jobs because they believe in our mission. Last year, we built 3 schools, gave 200 scholarships, and saved music programs across Tennessee. But you didn't mention that, did you? The audience murmurs in sympathy as the tide turns. You focused on furniture, Carrie says, glaring. You ignored the lives we've changed. Jenna, blushing deeply, insists. Donors still have a right to know. And they do, Carrie fires back. We publish annual reports, undergo third-party audits, and hold an A+ rating with charity watchdogs. Want me to show you? She pulls out her phone, holding it toward the camera. Here, our Charity Navigator profile. Accountability, transparency, financial health, all top ratings. But that doesn't make good TV, does it? Jenna falters. Even if your ratings are high, the questions are still fair. They would be if asked in good faith, Carrie replies coolly. But this wasn't about truth. It was about going viral. The words hang heavy in the air. Jenna looks crushed. I don't know what you're implying, she murmurs. I'm not implying anything, Carrie counters. I'm stating facts. Your show's been struggling with ratings, hasn't it? And desperate times call for desperate stunts. The co-host hides her face as the audience watches in awe. Carrie leans closer, voice low but firm. You thought you could take me down with baseless gossip. You thought I'd stay quiet, but I don't back down. She turns toward the exit. My values tell me I don't have to stay where I'm disrespected. Then she stops. The real tragedy? There are real charity scams hurting people, but you chose to target someone who actually helps. Jenna, trembling, offers weakly, if I got something wrong, I'll issue a correction. Carrie lets out a short laugh. A correction? That's like setting someone's house on fire and then offering to call the fire department. The audience laughs and claps, fully on Carrie's side now. Carrie faces the camera. I'll keep making music, helping people, and being transparent. And Jenna, you'll have to live knowing you tried to destroy someone who only wanted to lift others up. The room goes silent. Carrie smooths her blazer. To everyone watching, I'm sorry your morning was ruined. You deserved better. She turns one last time. To my fans, your trust means everything. I'll never take it for granted. Jenna calls out, Carrie, please don't leave like this. Carrie gives her a faint smile. Jenna, I'm leaving exactly like this. When someone shows me who they are, I believe them. With that, she walks off set. Jenna sits frozen, pale and stunned. The co-host finally whispers, Well, that was unexpected. The producer yells to cut to commercial, and as the cameras fade, someone in the background mutters, What just happened? And that's how you handle a hostile interview. Carrie Underwood didn't just walk out. She walked away with her dignity intact, leaving Jenna looking desperate for ratings. So what do you think? Was Carrie right to leave, or should she have stayed? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable behind-the-scenes moments.